I think when we first spoke about coming out to Australia, they thought, well, what do health businesses really like? And what do they need? They need to learn about customer service. And I suppose the concern they have is, will this relate to my health business in Australia compared to what you've done in America with other health businesses? Or is there any difference?
None whatsoever. I mean, your health professionals serve patients. Same thing here in the States, and I would imagine worldwide. So no, I can't see any difference between a health office here in the U.S. and one in Australia. Definitely applicable.
And Disney principles apply, so it doesn't matter. We might think, well, we'll look at your presentation, we go, gee, it's okay for Disney to do that. It's okay because they're a multi-billion-dollar company, but we've got to get beyond that and think, well, how can we borrow from that? What can we use, as you saw with the dentist example?
Right. And you're not, the whole thing is not to copy what Disney is doing. It's to adapt the idea, the principle, and then implement it in your area, in your business. And going to get, at this event, we're going to go over a ton of different ways from we talked very little about the wow factor. We're really going to show you how to systematize your wow so that it happens every single time for every single patient that comes in the front door. Mm-hmm. It's going to be systemized. It's going to happen automatically. We're going to go over that on stage, off stage, and how do you set up an office so that it's inviting and really talks to your patients about who you are and what kind of service you're going to provide. So, this is not just a presentation. This is an actual workshop where we're going to be building all of these things. And at the end of the day, you're going to have a blueprint or a template to use. And I bring with me all of the templates and slides and forms that I used to use at Disney to do all of these things. So you're going to don't tell the Disney police because I'll get in trouble. So I've got copies of these things, and I'm going to provide them to you so that you can, again, not exactly copy them, but adapt them for your business.
And you're also going to share, because when we talked about putting this event on, we're really interested in how they recruit, how they train, all the other, because that's a big thing. How do we, you said the example in the presentation about the guy with are we employing the wrong people? So we want to, you're going to tell us all about the whole employment structure and everything else?
Yeah, we're going to talk all about, I call it employee magic. And really that's the crux of it. If your employees are not, I don't want to say happy, but if your employees don't grasp this, it's not going to happen. So you have to give your employees a great experience. I mean, sure, Disney offers, healthcare. They have a dry cleaner on property and babysitters and everything. So again, Disney's got all that. How do you adapt these ideas to your business? Can you offer, do a trade with a gas station and do, free oil changes or something? I'm just thinking off the top of my head. So how do you take those things that Disney does for their employees and do it for yours? And then we'll also talk about how does Disney attract, how does Disney go through their application process? And then we're going to talk about Disney's training process as well. And you'll get the blueprint for how Disney trains their employees.
And it's not just for the owners either, Vance. We made this very clear. We want them to bring their teams along because you've got to have the team involved in this. So owners should bring their teams along to this event?
Oh, they certainly should. And honestly, and we didn't talk about a lot of the things that we'll talk in process that we're going to talk about at the event. Most of the good ideas at Disney come from the line level employees, the people that are doing that job day in and day out. They actually come up with a more stringent system or something a little bit higher level than maybe something that you would have thought of. So when the employees are given the opportunity to think, wow, how can I wow a customer? How can I wow a patient? They really come up with some neat things. So this is not something that's supposed to be driven solely by the owner or the doctor, but a collaborative effort. Now, of course, the doctor has to set the tone and set the parameters, but then let your team come up with the different ways that you can do this. And it's definitely powerful. And I would suggest not sending your team and then the owner not come. Yeah. The owner has to, really has to have a buy-in here. So yeah, I would recommend if the owner's coming, please bring your team. That'd be great.
It's important too. It comes from someone else, like, and especially from someone with the experience that you've got. It's okay for the owner to say, "Let's do this," but when you say, "We've done it. This is what we did in Disney. This is what we did with the orthodontist. This is what we did with the dentist." It's going to have great traction. But I can't wait. My family's coming. Like everyone that I know is already registered. So I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. So if you're not already registered, healthbusinessprofits.com/patient experience. So it's healthbusinessprofits.com/patient experience. The early bird ends midnight Thursday, 31st of October, Sydney time, if there's still seats available. There's a special deal if you want to bring an extra person along. It's at beautiful Manly Beach at the Novotel, so it's a beautiful spot in November. So you can't do any better than that. If you're out of Sydney, come down for the weekend, spend a day checking out Sydney and Manly. It's going to be beautiful. So ultimate patient experience. I can't wait to see you, Vance. It's going to be fantastic.
I'm looking forward to it, Paul.
Beautiful.
It's going to be great. This is going to be a lot of fun.
So healthbusinessprofits.com/patient experience. Look forward to seeing you in Manly on Saturday, November 16. It's going to be fantastic. See you all then.